Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jake with Mind Over Mind, and today I'm reviewing the long-awaited Lewa Uniter of Jungle set. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and cue the speed build. Alright, and here is Lewa, the Uniter of Jungle. Man, this guy is interesting. His build is very, very unique. Something that I really haven't seen before. The way he attaches his knees together and his shoulders, very interesting, and it's innovative, it's cool. I'm not sure how much I like it at the moment, but I'm sure that I'll warm up to it. It's just interesting to see how, one of these pieces in here replaces a full bone piece. Very cool stuff. But overall, I like the look of this guy. The only thing right off the bat that I noticed is that his arms are a little bit stubby. I wish they had been lengthened just a little bit more, but I do think for what we have, it's a pretty solid set. Like I said, his arms are just a little bit stubby. If you can see this right here, it's very limited. It's not the length of normal Toa arm sets, even the $15 ones. I feel like that's just the one thing that I wish they had improved upon. Maybe just made his arms just a little bit longer. Proportionally, it just looks a little bit off in that department, but I'll probably do my own little mock to adjust that variation. Also, the armor placement on his arms, there's no exposed bone pieces, so it kind of looks awkward when his hand is just protruding out of the arm at the very end. But other than that, that's the only real complaints that I can think about this set. If I go ahead and spin him all the way around, he has some pretty nice armor coverage on the back. These two Borok pieces I like a lot. I really like how the Uniter sets did that quite often, actually. Of course, these two pieces are for the creature of jungle to attach onto. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pan down to his legs just to show you guys how basically unconventional his build is for his legs. Again, I don't dislike it, it's just something I have to get used to. So basically, usually these are arm pieces that kind of attach to these joints, and those attach to this armor piece, which then attaches to this this piece right here, which allows the room for the axle and pen piece, which then attaches to the leg. So if I just pull that apart, it's easy to see that this whole contraption is basically just held together with one axle piece right here, or one axle protrusion coming out of the shin armor right there. And that basically holds the whole thing together. Now, like I said before, Bionicle 2016 is the year for unconventional armor placement. So once you attach that piece, it looks a little bit funky. It's just because these have been used as hand pieces in Bionicle days of old for so long. That's all I can see, just a hand piece right at the knee. But of course, that is just me being an old fan. That's just me being someone who recognizes that imagery, because that's the piece that they used to use. Now they use, of course, the new hand pieces. But it's just a little bit funky. Again, I will get used to it. But those are just the only things that I think are wrong with this set, or at least aesthetically, they're not as pleasing as I wish they had been. Alright, I promise, all of my criticisms are out of the way. I really enjoy this set for what it is, besides the minor complaints that I had previously. I really like the chest print, starting off with the good things about this set. Of course, the Toa Nuva of Toa Air symbol is on his chest. That's a subtle callback to Bionicle old days, old sets. And I like these kind of wing spike jutting things off from the sides. It looks very cool. It looks organic. It looks like something that belongs in the forest, or because he's the Uniter of forest, and he finds the creature of jungle in the forest jungle thing. Okay, moving on. His weapons I was really iffy about before unboxing the set, but now that I have them, I actually really like them. They remind me of police batons that some officers carry around when like in riots. And the fact that he has 2 of those is pretty cool. I really thought that they would spin around a lot, but there's quite a bit of friction there, so you're not gonna have problems with that much. I will say though that it looks best when it's, you know, completely parallel to the arm, and I think that's just the way that it was meant to be posed. Of course, being a 2016 set, he does have the new feature, which is the gear functionality on the lower back. Basically, you turn this knob back and forth, which sends his torso moving left and right. And of course, if you add a striking pose or, you know, mid-combat pose, when he does in fact turn back and forth, it's almost like he's fighting back or striking an attack, offensive or defensive, your imagination can decide, but it does look pretty cool with the weapons that he has. I really think that the overall look of this guy is very cool. If you look at him from afar, the outline he has is awesome. He has a very organic look. He looks the most like a robot, in my opinion, than a lot of the other Toa. Of course, he's a biomechanical being, so the robot aesthetic, or the roughness, the pistons, the joints, it looks the best in this set, in my opinion. And I really do like the overall aesthetic design. The mask is something that I'm very impressed with. It's honestly my favorite part of this set, and let's go ahead and take a closer look. This is my favorite mask out of the 2016 sets. I think it returns to its roots, no pun intended, with the mask design. It has those open cheekbones that the original set had in 2001, and I just love the angles too, just all the lines jutting towards the chin. The eye holes look great. Again, it looks like its 2001 counterparts, and I just really think it looks fantastic. It's my favorite mask of Bionicle 2016. Of course, you can see the rune on the forehead there, and it looks beautiful. I just really like the little, you know, inscriptions and details that they've added, and the fact that the green color, you know, melds into the silver. That's a cool addition, and I think the 2 colors really contrast each other pretty well. Looking at the gold edition of the mask, I almost like this thing, you know, just as much as the standard edition. I think that the gold elements really work well with the translucent lime green color. I think that this one looks better than the Summer Wave Skull Villains mask, the one that came with Skull Slicer. I think this one looks much better than the previous design. Overall, I think Lewa is a great set, though I will say that because of the unusual armor placement and just the way they configured his joints and his limbs, I would suggest picking up Gali, the Uniter of Water, first. But this one definitely ranks second place for the $15 Toa sets. I definitely think it's a step up from the previous iteration. I do kind of miss the Katangu orange or the Keat orange elements, but because they were replaced with silver, it does keep that consistent color scheme. Anyways, let me know what you think about this set. Do you like it? Do you want it? Do you already have it? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. This has been Jake with Mind Over Mind, and I hope that you don't mind my raspy voice. I am losing it, and it's subtly going away day by day. Didn't mean to rhyme there. I have a couple more videos revolving around the Bionicle 2016 wave. One of those being all of the Uniter models, which is basically, you know, the combo designs where the creatures fit on the Toa backs. And I'm going to be making a full video dedicated to those combiner models, as well as all of those creatures, what they look like on Umarak the Hunter's back as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be making another video about the shadow traps and the differences between all of those. Anyways, again, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.